Today I'm going to be doing a book review on Thea Stilton's The Treasure Seekers book. This is like a series kind, and it has 3 books in it. The Treasure Seekers is the first book, and the second book is The Compass of the Stars, and the third book is The Legend of Maze. This is very amazing and very fascinating stories. There are tons of turns and twists in the stories. And the main plot of the story is finding treasures, the 7 treasures of the world. And they go on adventures and solve mysteries, and there are many clues. So they use those clues to find the mystery. So let's get started in the review. So basically, if you don't know Thea Sisters are 5 amazing students, beautiful and smart, and few of Thea's favorite students in Mouseford Academy. And they are, if you don't know, let me show them to you. So the book starts off by telling the main plot of the story. Thea writes the letter like this, and yeah. So first one is Colette, Paulina, Violet, Nikki, and Pamela. And my personal favorite character is Paulina. Okay, the whole story begins on their vacation in Scotland. They saw this ad in which they can go and live in a farm for free, but in exchange they have to help in farm work and with feeding the horses and all the animals present in the farm. So the adventure begins after their vacation in Scotland. And so it was their last day at their trip in Scotland. And Miss Kerr, who owns the farm, suggested they go to the woods and have a picnic over there. So Thea Sisters agreed right that instant. And so she suggested that they go to the woods, which was a few miles away from here. So they took a map and rushed over there. And when they went over there, in the woods, they found 3 paths. And they couldn't find which path they have to go because the map didn't tell anything about the 3 paths. So they found a hiker. And Colette asked the hiker where to go. First she saw the map and at the sky. And she said they have to hurry back home because there's going to be a big storm. So Thea's sister just ignored their word and just chose a path and went there. And they found the location. It was very beautiful. Let me show you that page. Isn't it very beautiful? The pictures are very mesmerizing, and there are very beautiful fonts present, which makes reading these books very, very interesting and very amazing. The whole experience is just fascinating. So after their picnic, the sky started becoming dark, and the dark clouds were taking over the sky, and they had to hurry somewhere. And as they just hurried, they had to get back to their stuff. And so they hurried, and Nikki just stayed there, just searching for a place to go for now because there was a big storm. And she saw a person who was lying on the floor. And so she helped him out, and he had some kind of, he had hurt his toe. So they found a small house over there. So everyone hurried there. And guess what? The house belonged to the same hiker they asked the location for. So everyone were wet, especially Nikki, and she kind of caught a flu. So the hiker helped out Nikki and gave her old clothes so she can wear them. And while they were there, they found a beautiful tapestry. And guess what? And the tapestry was very beautiful. So after a while, the tapestry got stolen. Yes, the tapestry got stolen. And fortunately, nothing happened. Nothing happened to the hiker. And her name was Beatrice. So she told everything about the tapestry and everything to the Thea Sisters. The tapestry was a map to one of the 7 treasures of the world, which was the Alabaster Garden. And it was some kind of map which led to the Alabaster Garden. So Thea's sisters were very fascinated by how the tapestry was stolen and stuff. So they saw Beatrice and they felt very sad for her. So they decided to help her out in finding the tapestry. And the tapestry was given by Aurora Beatrix Lane. And Aurora Beatrix Lane was a very different kind of girl in her time. She had different kind of style, and she had different things as fun for her. Not like other people liked. It was very unique. She was very unique. And her professor, whose name was Jan von Klavitz, was her professor. And they both collaborated and started finding their treasures. But guess what? Jan von Klavitz was very selfish and wanted the 7 treasures for himself. But Thea didn't like the idea of that, and she just didn't like the idea of being very selfish. These treasures were meant to be public and meant to be seen by all and admired by all. But Klavitz was very selfish and wanted all the treasure for himself. But he failed on getting his hands on all the treasures of the world. So Thea found all the treasures of the world, but she was afraid that it might get to the wrong hands. So she created clues and hid them in other places, so it won't get found out and won't get into the wrong hands. So Thea's sisters basically find clues, and as they find clues, they find another clue, and finally, after they solve all the clues, it will lead them to the treasure. So then they find the diary of Aurora Beatrix Lane, which had the location of the treasures. But do you think it will be that easy to find the treasure just by reading diary? She was so mysterious, she wrote everything in clue form, and they had to solve everything. And even reading her diary was hard because everything was very different. Let me show you a picture of how one of the diary entry of Aurora Beatrix Lane was. It used to be like this and like this, and they're very beautiful pictures in here, which makes reading it so exciting. So basically you'll be reading these diary entries, and finally they're gonna find the alabaster garden. And sorry if there are any spoilers in this video, but this is how the main plot of the story is. The tapestry gets stolen, and Thea's sister help Beatrice, who owns the tapestry, and helps Beatrice to find the tapestry and also find many clues. Just as they thought that their vacation was going to end, there was a way big adventure to be in front of them. So to find out more and read this whole story in very mesmerizing story in detail, check out Thea Stilton, the Treasure Seekers book. It's very amazing. I really appreciate if you read this. It's so amazing. So I'll give this 5 stars. It's very amazing. The fonts are very mesmerizing. The pictures are so beautifully done. Illustrations are beautiful. And the whole story is just fascinating. There's tons of twists. You might think this thing might happen, but another whole situation is going to come which you never get a clue on. It is going to happen. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Hope there weren't any spoilers for you. I basically told you the whole story, but this is the main plot of the story at the end I told. And yeah, see you next time.